Greetings, fellow captains, and welcome back to another episode of Warships with the Hidehound. This is my second attempt because, stupidly, I recorded this video once and then realised I had my mic on mute because Share Factory doesn't let you know whether it's actually recording any audio or not. So with a bit of luck, this one will actually work. So ignore the gameplay in the background, pretty much. It's just two random games. I just took some quick footage because the only things I've got saved on my hard drive are things I'd like to use for videos, and it's just some generic gameplay, just so you've got something in the background that you're just not listening to me rabbit on. So the patch notes for the February update have finally been released, and well, we're gonna have a deep dive. We're gonna get into the details and really sort of hash this out. So the update's coming on the 3rd of February, which is obviously not too long away. I think that's Monday. Is that Monday morning? So after the weekend, the Xbox is getting a single 1.4 gigabyte update. The PS4 is getting a 1.3 gigabyte update and another separate 250 megabyte update. And well, we're gonna, so really brief synopsis is British cruiser lines coming, HMS Belfast is coming, Azura Lane ships are coming, and Azura Lane commanders, and we're gonna have season 3 of Black Battles. So first off, let's talk about the British cruisers. I'm really excited for these. So there's the British light cruisers, and as we correctly predicted the other week when the leaks came out of the silhouettes of the ship, the tier 4 is going to be HMS Emerald, 5 is HMS Leander, 6 is going to be HMS Fiji, and the tier 7 is going to be HMS Edinburgh. Now, the UK cruisers are slightly different because they only have armor piercing. Now, these aren't standard armor piercing rounds, they're semi-armor piercing rounds. So that means is they've got a much shorter fuse. So when you shoot at destroyers, you are still going to tear them up. You don't need HE to destroy destroyers in British cruisers. Also, other cruisers are you're gonna cause a lot of damage really quickly. They do struggle a little against battleships, where you have to focus more on the superstructure to get your damage racking up. But they have very fast firing guns. So it's more for battleships. It's sustained damage. It's death by 1,000 cuts is what you're gonna find the playstyle's gonna be, and additional things. Even the lower tiers. So this isn't just tier 7. They're gonna have repair parties. They're gonna have smoke generators and sonar. But they're also introducing a brand new feature where you can select consumables. So on the British cruisers, you can have a choice. There's going to be, if you're going to go for the stealthy survivability build, then you're probably going to want to use the smoke screen. If you're going to go for a damage build using Fraser, because it's Fraser and I forget the name of the other one. I'm genuinely having a brain fart right now. So you've got two choices. Fraser is very much a damage build. He's all about causing as much damage as quickly as possible. And the second commander is survivability. So if you go for a survivability build, smoke screens are probably going to be what you're going to be after. Whereas you're probably going to look to switch to the catapult fighters for your damage builds. And also they have exactly the same as the British destroyers, unless you haven't played the British destroyers. They all have torpedoes, and you have the choice between the firing them in a section of tubes, depending on which ship will dictate how big it is, or single firing torpedoes. So they're going to be very, very interesting to play, and they're definitely going to add a new dynamic to the game. So this is a little bit interesting how they've done this. HMS Belfast, who's the sister ship of the Edinburgh, is going to get down tiered to tier 6, and is going to be the new campaign reward ship. She's a little bit special because she will have the semi-armor piecing as the regular British cruisers, but she'll also have high explosive shells, as well as a smoke generator, sonar, and radar. Now, on PC, this setup is overpowered. They basically took it out of the store because everyone was complaining about the ship. So this is definitely, if you're not keen on spending money on the game, and if you're on the fence and you're gonna spend money, you're gonna spend the £10 or $15, whatever 2,500 doubloons is gonna cost you to do a campaign. This is definitely a campaign you're gonna want to consider. So how to put it into context, imagine an Atlanta with a smoke screen. Now you can imagine, and they're not short duration smoke screens, they've got proper smoke screens. So as you can imagine, it's gonna be awesome. It really is, and it's you can sit in your smoke screen with your sonar up, so you can dodge torpedoes, and hell, you can even use your radar to light up destroyers, all whilst remaining hidden. So I'm really excited to see the Belfast come into play. So the usual thing with the Admiralty campaign, you're gonna get some XP, some doubloons, promotion orders, commendations, the usual stuff. If you buy the Admiralty backing, it's going to come to a doubloon equivalent of 51,705 doubloons, and obviously you need the backing to unlock the Belfast. If you play without it, don't worry, you still get quite a lot. 15 promotion orders, 2 commendations, 6 days premium, a bunch of other stuff, camels, emblems, commander experience, and for a total value of about 16,700. So that's just stuff they're giving you for free. If you're so inclined, and I might be inclined to do it myself actually, to outright buy the Belfast, it's going to cost you 22,250 doubloons. Otherwise, just complete the weekly Harvard missions, and Admiralty backing, and it's free. Ranked Battles Season 3 is going to be going for the entire 5 weeks of this update. There's going to be 20 ranks, obviously 20 to rank 1. Biggest difference is destroyers are actually going to be limited to 3 per team. And as quoting Wargaming you, and this time we mean it. So it was supposed to happen last time. I'm assuming there was an error in some sort of coding where didn't get that restriction of 3 destroyers per team. But yeah, 3 destroyers per team. And if you're in a division as a 3, you cannot take any more than 2 destroyers. As per usual, as per the last time, this is going to be separated into leagues. League 2 is going to see you from rank 19 to rank 11, and League 1 then is going to be, rank 20 to rank 11, and League 1 then is going to switch at rank 10 to rank 1. So it's going to be tier 5 ships, 7 versus 7, 5 weeks, 20 ranks, and the irrevocable ranks are going to be 19, 17, 14, 11, 8, 5, and 1. There will be mirror class matchmaking. So essentially what that means is if you've got 1 destroyer on your team, the enemy can have 1 destroyer. If you've got 3 cruisers, the enemy team is going to have 3 cruisers. They're not going to be the same ships, but the same class. The number of ranks you climbed in Season 2 will carry over and give you stars in Season 1. So if you made it to rank 1 of Season 2, I think how many ranks were there? 14. So you'll get 14 stars. So that's going to put you, probably rank 12 or 13 to start off with. You're going to get 1,000 doubloons for reaching rank 10. 11, sorry, and 1,000 doubloons for reaching rank 4, so that's 2,000 doubloons free of charge there, along with a bunch of other awards as you rank up. So 3 million credits, a whole bunch of boosters, 10,000 global XP, a commander crate, a UK commander crate, 30 promotion orders, 2 insignias and 3 commendations. So the promotion orders seem to be coming thick and fast. Now we'll cover the Azura lane at the end, but there's one point that we need to confirm about it, is that as of the 10th of February, the battleship HMS Hood is finally going to make her appearance. So another ship I'm really excited about, not just because British bias, but I'm British, of course I'm going to have a bias. The mighty Hood herself will be making her appearance, along with on the 24th of February an Imperial Russian Tier 4 gunboat. Now Russia, I apologise, if you wanted me to pronounce the name of your ships correctly, you would have given them British names. So it's called, I think, the Ochotnik. It's spelled O-K-H-O-T-N-I-K. So Ochotnik. We're going to go with that. We'll just call it the OK maybe from now on. So that will come out on the 24th of February. They'll come on their own, but they'll also be able to get them in packages, and the Hood is also going to be available as part of the biggest ever bundle, which will be called the Azura Lane All Stars, simultaneously with release. The Article is going to be available to buy for 750,000 global XP, so along with the Alabama and the Tirpitz. And a really nice new feature. They're making slight adjustments to the win bonus, first win bonus. So if you've got, you're going to get your 1.5 times XP regardless. But for your first win in tier 6 ships of the day, you're going to get a promotion order. And your first win in tier 7 ships of the day, you're going to get a Santa crate. Now, I don't know if this is restricted to 1 per day or if it is per ship. If it's per ship, well, I'm grinding towards the Leon, as you can see in the background here. We're pretty close to it now. Yeah, so what was that? There's 12 tier 6 ships, so that's 12 there. And then when you add, we've got, how many premiums have we got? I haven't got them all, but there's the Ashitaka, Indianapolis, the Scharnhorst, the Sashio, the Laterable, is it the Blauskavika or the Gremiashi? That's the T6. I always get those two confused. So that's potentially 20 additional promotion orders a week, a day. No, yeah, that'll be a day. Or it may be restricted to just 1 a week, and then obviously you've got the tier 7s to go in that as well. So I'm really excited about that. It's going to make a huge difference to my commander upgrades. Now there's upgrade improvements and choices of consumables. So basically now when you upgrade, at the moment the information system's really poor on the upgrades. This is particularly prominent in destroyers. That's like the American destroyers. I think the Benson, the Mitsuki was the first one. I had it on your base torpedoes for 5 kilometers. You get the upgrade. It tells you nothing, but it actually increases your range to 10 kilometers. So this is about that, the information that you're going to get. So when you put hull upgrades on, new information they're going to tell you is if it decreases rudder shift on, if it changes your torpedo launcher layout, your main battery caliber, the firing range of your main battery, any increase to HE or AP alpha damage and turret reverse speed, and increases in torpedo protection. Main batteries are going to tell you now, where they didn't previously, if you're going to get an increase in chance of starting fires, any changes to your gun layout, main battery upgraded, main battery caliber, and the torpedoes are now going to tell you the torpedo range and the torpedo detection, and it'll now also display the caliber of your torpedoes as well. So that's huge news. So we briefly touched on the fact that the British cruisers are going to allow you to pick between catapult fighters and smoke. They've also introduced it to the Kagero, where the Kagero will now be able to choose between smokescreen or a torpedo reload booster, which is going to make for some interesting decisions, the sneaky little destroyers. Some balance changes. John Jealous, the British battleship captain, is now going to have a buff to his base trait for the repair party duration. That's going at maximum rank. It's going to increase from 5 to 10%, so it's going to double the boost of the duration. The Yamato is going to be taken away. If you have equipment on your Yamato, all that's going to happen is you're not going to lose it. It's basically going to go into storage. So if you unlock another ship that requires them, you won't need to pay for them. You can just fit them to the ship. Or when the Yamato comes back, which it will, they have confirmed it will be back with some possible changes. Obviously, when it comes back, you'll just be able to simply refit them back on. Obviously, if you've got 50 doubloons, you can sell it and get your 6 million back. But that's entirely up to you. Leftover kite tokens will be compensated at a rate of 185,000 credits per kite token. So if you've got fed up of playing the Yamato and stocked up quite a few like myself, I've got 20 of them, that's going to give me 36 million. So particularly handy if you're still grinding lines. We'll be going back to the Philippine port, and the Christmas one is going to be removed. Now to the Azura lane. We've talked about it briefly, and if you don't care about it, this is probably the time to smash that like button and go make yourself a cup of tea and end the video here. So, or if you want to know and you want to find out, stick with us, and I will hash this out quickly. So, the Azura Lane commanders are going to be available through the Azura Lane challenge mission. This will require you to have one of the Azura Lane compatible ships, 2 for the Belfast Path, 2 more for the Azura Lane Triumph, which requires Attico, Dunkirk, Hood or Nelson. The Hipper Path card will also allow you to get Azura Lane Hipper Camo for free. So now these are commanders. So the Azura Lane Attico is going to be available as a commander, the Azura Lane Belfast, the Azura Lane Nelson, Azura Lane Hood, Azura Lane Hipper, and also the Azura Lane Dunkirk. Now, at any point, if you don't want your game interrupted by Azura Lane camos and commanders, and you don't like the flair of the anime, you can just go into your filters in your settings in a customization, and same with the Halloween, you can either enable or disable it. So if you don't care for it, it's fine, switch it off, it's not going to affect your gameplay. If you do, then great, flick it to enable and enjoy yourself. So yeah, that's the patch notes. Well, no, actually, we've still got more to discuss. The AA stats are being removed. Whether that means they're removing AA from all the ships, I don't know. But they basically said they're taking it out until they know what they're doing with carriers. So we'll see what happens, eh? So they're either going to re-implement them when they implement carriers. Basically what they're saying is, we're on the fence about carriers, we don't know what to do with them, so for the moment we're going to remove that from that element from the game. So it'll be interesting to see how they implement that, and whether or not carriers are going to make an entrance into the console version. They're a bit of a point of contention for me personally. I want to see them because I think it's going to change the meta of 5-6 destroyers in every single game. Not in every single game, but a lot of the games. It's going to give cruisers something to do by protecting their battleships and sort of playing more strategically, and we'll hopefully see them more with obviously aircraft spotting the destroyers as well, and the cruisers being able to take them out pretty quickly. And I've pretty much got, I think I've got 3 tier 7s left to get, so for me having something new to play would be good. But at their initial release they were really hated on PC, and even though they've been reworked, they're not loved, we'll put it that way. And then when you look at World of Tanks, you know, the sort of World of Tanks equivalent would be the artillery, and everyone hates artillery apart from people who play artillery. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens there, and all we can do is sit and wait for Wargaming to confirm. So that's about it. I don't want to bang on for too long. Thanks very much for sticking with us. We're now a little bit closer to the elusive 500 subscriber mark, so hopefully we'll see that soon. And as I said previously, what we're going to do for the 500 subscriber, I'm going to play for 2 hours on the PlayStation, 2 hours on the Xbox, and I'm going to basically go into looking for a division and invite all you guys if you're interested, if you actually want to have a match with me. So thanks for sticking with us, guys, and until next time, take care.